Rat Ogres are hulking monstrosities, the combination of Skaven reflexes and ogre strength. They are, and always will be, one of Clan Moulder's greatest inventions. Warbeasts that, while terrifying, are completely dependent on their handlers to function. Incapable of functioning without direction, Rat Ogres are less than intelligent, but that is attributed to their creation. Rat Ogres are not a Skaven breed of their own, but rather are created from the crossbreeding of various creatures mixed with Skaven blood, and even then the process is not complete. Many of these creatures die long before birth, others will die shortly after, but sometimes one such creature will prove to be strong enough to be subject to many painful experiments. Again, many of these creatures will die during these tests, but some will survive, their bodies shaped and moulded into a form more Skaven-like. No two Rat Ogres are ever the same. They'll be more or less roughly the same size, around 10 feet of pure muscle and rage, but as they are normally created without any proper format, they are drastically different in terms of appearance. In battle, Rat Ogres are usually sent in while supervised by a team of Packmasters. The Packmasters will lead the Rat Ogres to their targets, and when close enough that their targets are in sight, the beasts will be unleashed. Charging to their enemy head on, the Rat Ogre will move at a terrifying speed. It is incapable of almost anything, except killing and warfare, but this is the reason why these monsters are created. When the battle is done, the Packmasters will hurry in an effort to subdue these beasts, as if left unattended for too long, the Rat Ogres may begin to tear into each other, not only fighting their fellow kind, but also ripping into their very own flesh. These destructive monstrosities are highly sought after by many Skaven clans. Of course, Clan Moulder and its many thrall clans are very much aware of this, and will mass produce Rat Ogres to sell to the highest bidder. Sometimes, however, a simple Rat Ogre, despite how powerful it may be, just won't do, and augmentations would be needed. This is when we start seeing more variants of the beasts arise. First, the Rat Ogre Bonebreaker, much larger than your average Rat Ogre, almost double the size of a regular Rat Ogre. The Bonebreaker is subject to many more experiments, being then submerged into a vat of growth agents for months, where thousands of slaves are killed to produce enough growing juices to fill the vat. Typically, only very rich Skaven warlords can afford a Rat Ogre Bonebreaker, where it would serve as not only a terrifying warbeast, but also the warlord's mount. A braced platform is strapped or bolted onto the creature's back, allowing for the warlord to ride atop the Bonebreaker as if it were a trusty steed. Of course, handlers are also nearby, as the Bonebreaker itself is more mentally volatile than the average Rat Ogre. Another variant is that of the Armored Rat Ogre. Despite the fact that they are indeed powerful in combat, Rat Ogres are still made of flesh, and sometimes a particular warlord may wish to spend a bit more coin. He is fully aware that these creatures can indeed die, so it might be worth spending a bit more coin and making sure they can survive a little longer. The Mutant Rat Ogre is much more grotesque than the average breed, subject to many more experiments, where sometimes the Mutant Rat Ogre may sport extra limbs, heads, or even minds. Gorich, the Castellan of Hellpit, is the perfect example of this, where the brain of a Chaos Champion was transplanted into that of a Rat Ogre. Of course, next we have the Augmented Rat Ogre, one of the most powerful of their kind. On the rare occasion, Clan Scryer and Clan Moulder do cooperate, and fuse both their geniuses to create a monster which is both flesh and machine. Clan Moulder's horrifying flesh shaping and the weaponry of Clan Scryer literally fused into the flesh of these monsters. The Augmented Rat Ogres are still incredibly volatile, and they have indeed known to fail, but still the risk was worth it. For even just a few minutes on the battlefield, the Augmented Rat Ogre could indeed do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. The practice of augmenting rat ogres was eventually perfected in the period known as the End Times, where once again Clan Skryre and Clan Moulder joined forces to create the ultimate beast, the Storm Fiend. The literal perfect merging of flesh and machine, by Skaven standards at least, but that, my friends, is a topic for another day. The Rat Ogres themselves are a popular unit for Warhammer Fantasy fans and Total War Warhammer fans. Now, with the Twisted and the Twilight DLC coming very soon, we'll also see the implementation of the Mutant Rat Ogre, so I figured now would be the best time to cover this creature and lore. The reason why I didn't want to go too heavy or even explore into the Storm Fiends is because I think they deserve their own video. They have a decent amount of lore which could be explored upon, but I don't want to do end time stuff just yet. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince, and Okro for subscribing to us at our fame level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman, and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our king level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing, and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel's been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very, very soon. Have a good day.